A few months ago, I was lucky enough to be able to spend several days in the Maldives, staying in an amazing Overwater Villa at the Conrad Maldives Rangali Island Resort. Aside from the steep prices, the Maldives really does feel like a dream destination. Join me in this trip report for a look into some of the amenities and experiences available at the Conrad Maldives Rangali Island. I flew into Mali Airport via Sri Lankan on a short 30-minute flight from Colombo International Airport. It's a small airport, so all flights deplane remotely, which I love. From the airport, I was driven to the Conrad Lounge near the seaplane terminal, where I spent a few hours enjoying their buffet and relaxing while I waited for my parents' flight to arrive. The resort itself is about a 30-minute seaplane flight from Mali, and a round-trip seaplane transfer costs $500 US. It's pricey, but really it's the only way to get there. Needless to say, I was really excited as this would be my first ever seaplane flight. The flight is operated by Trans-Maldivian Airways. Once we arrived at the Conrad, we were greeted by Svetlana, one of the many resort staff who worked on the island. She gave us our welcome briefing and showed us to our villa. The resort is actually made up of 2 islands, and you can either take a buggy or a ferry boat between the 2 islands. And here we are at our Overwater Villa, which was on the smaller, quieter island. It's pretty secluded and there are only 2 other villas beside it. Let's head inside and give you a tour of the features and amenities. Probably my favorite part of the room was the private deck at the rear, which has a jacuzzi, couple of lounge chairs, and also stairs for direct access to the water. One of the restaurants serving breakfast was Velu Restaurant, which was nearby our villa, so we went there often for breakfast. It's an open-air restaurant with a patio deck right next to the beach, which I really enjoyed. There's both a buffet spread and an a la carte option available. The quality of the food was really good. The buggy service is complimentary, and you can just call up the concierge anytime to request a buggy to drive you to your destination anywhere on the island. A famous restaurant that can be found in the Conrad Maldives is the underwater restaurant Etha. Since there aren't many underwater restaurants in the world, we decided to give it a try and booked a table for lunch. Reservations are a must. While the food was definitely delicious by any standard, the lunch cost a whopping $210 US. I think at this price, the cost could only be justified by the unique setting of the lunch service, and not by the food itself. Since both my dad and I are certified PADI divers, we took advantage of the diving tours that were available. Each dive costs $90, and you are taken by boat out to a nearby reef for the dive. The service of the diving instructor and crew were both really great. However, I'm not sure if this was just because of the dive site we were at, but I actually thought that Hawaii had a bit more abundance and diversity of sea life. I'm still happy we got to see a sea turtle though. They just seem so chill, floating around effortlessly underwater. On the last evening in the Maldives, we had dinner at a restaurant called Sunset Grill, and just as the name implies, we had an amazing view of the sunset while enjoying the delicious food. The next morning, we woke up early to check out, have a last buffet breakfast, and headed out to the dock to catch our seaplane transfer back to Mali. If you're planning a trip to the Maldives, definitely consider the Conrad Maldives Rangali Island Resort. I was really impressed by the professionalism and friendliness of the staff, and also of the quality and uniqueness of the food. If you love relaxing vacations, you'll definitely love spending time here. Be prepared for a large dent in your wallet though. Thanks for following along my experiences in the Maldives. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this style of trip reports, as there's a lot more to come in 2019. Thanks for watching, happy travels, and as always, see you in the next one.